Hello to everyone watching. My name is Courtney, and I'm so excited to be here with our Spring 2023 featured member, Miss Judy Rickey.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Judy. This was such an easy nomination and choice by not just me, but also all of our team and instructors, because you have been such a strong member of our community for a while now, but especially lately, the way that you've been sharing your journey. You just did your first workshop with us. Just so many exciting things that are happening. And I know you've actually recently had a couple of big milestones in your kind of personal wellness journey as well. So I'm excited to ask you some questions to have this opportunity to share your story. And let's dive in. So let's start right from the beginning. How long have you been a member, and what initially inspired you to join the Loyobo community?
I have became a member in May 2021, and I joined because I heard Courtney, you speak at an online event that I was in with Tamsin Taylor, and you were talking about body image. I believe I really liked your message, and then of course, I won the 1 month free. I'm one of those people that actually claims their prizes, which a lot of people don't do. And then once the 1 month, couple weeks in, I was having so much fun. I was like, okay, I need to make this a commitment, and then I just started committing to it. At one point, I think I was doing 5 or 6 classes a week. So yeah, definitely. I've slowed down a bit, but I try to participate as much as I can.
Yeah. And I'd love to know, since, so many people, and I'm sure you've noticed this within the community as well, people don't describe themselves as gym people at Loyobo, and many of us, haven't had positive experiences with other gyms or fitness facilities. So I'd love to know, before joining, what was kind of your relationship to fitness, and what did that look like before joining Loyobo?
Throughout my life, I'm 52. Throughout my life, I've had many gym experiences, and ones where they have pressured you to join to get personal training. Many of them where they just don't really seem to give a damn if you're there or not. There's no accountability there as well. It's just not like you go in and you show your card and you might get a hello, but it's not like, hey Judy, how's it going?
Yeah.
How's your work? Well, I'm a person that needs that. So if I don't have that kind of connection with the people that I'm working with, then I tend to just slack off and procrastinate and don't do it. Don't go. I was in Beachbody for a few years, but I kept changing the people in top of me. Like, they kept changing, they kept quitting, and so I'd go to another one. I think I went through like 5 people. As soon as COVID hit, I just kind of fell off. Like, I was just like, nope, I don't need to do this shit anymore. But it wasn't shit. It was good. It was good for me. And it helped me after my breakup with my husband. It helped me to get me back in shape and get me feeling more confident about my body. And then when I joined Loyobo, it was right after, about a month after I finished my cancer treatment. So yeah, when you first saw me, I had like hardly any hair, and I had hardly any energy, and I was stopping and starting and sweating, and my heart rate was going up so much. But yeah, it's all changed.
Yeah. And I think what I love most about that relationship that you've built in the community too is it's not just me and the other instructors that have gotten to know you. You've developed so many relationships with other members and people in the community. So it's not just at the front desk saying hi, it's everybody that's like, hi Judy, and they want to know about your work. And you just led your first workshop. How many people showed up, not just because they found the topic valuable, but because they found you valuable, and they want to just hear from you and hear from your experiences and support you. So yeah, definitely that community makes a big difference. And you just celebrated a cancer milestone, right? Was it 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years in remission.
Yes, 2 years. So we'll just keep going every year, put another year on the block.
Exactly.
And yeah, I think it is definitely a reason to celebrate. It's not an easy thing to go through, and it just wreaks havoc on your health. and your energy. And then at the same time, I was going through menopause. And so that hasn't been easy. So between the two of them and just, knowing that I need to eat healthier and I need to move my body, it wasn't just like, if I want to, it's like, if I don't want to get sick again, I need to be doing this. That was a kind of a trigger, I guess, to get me started. And it's really hard with Loyobo to call it, like, I was calling it my gym for a long time, like, oh, it's my online gym, right? And then it's because it's such a community that's doesn't really have a definition. And so it's like, oh, the place where I go to feel good about myself. Like, it's just, it's hard to define what it is if I'm talking to people about it.
You got to experience to fully understand the Loyobo world and the Loyobo effect, that's for sure. Well, I'd love to segue, talking about, what you just shared, how moving and your relationship with food and your relationship with your body is now not just about, what you look like or how you feel, even it's about like longevity in your life. So what would you say when it comes to right now, your relationship with your body? What's your top goal?
I know that I need to start doing the weights more because as we age, the muscle starts to go away slowly by slowly. I do have a little bit of injuries and I can't squat as well as I used to. My shoulder doesn't work. But what's great about Loyobo is if I can't do it properly, I just do what I can. And you guys are always saying that. Like, just even if, like, I know Lindsay says, oh, you want to stay in that child's pose a little longer, no problem. Like, just because sometimes I have to, once I get in that pose now, it's like, it's got to be a couple minutes because it's not worth it with my knees and
like,
everything.
This is my place.
Yeah, exactly. And then with, if I can't do my knees or my kicks as much in step class, then I just don't go as high. And it's all great how you're very encouraging, and I just love the little shout outs. It's like, oh, Judy's doing this. Oh, I see you, Judy. I see you. Like, it just makes such a difference when somebody like sees you and notices you and sees like your progress, I guess.
Yeah, it's real.
So
real.
yeah. Pardon?
It's real people.
Exactly, it's real people, and so yeah, definitely strength is probably my number one thing, is getting more of that.
I'll be excited to work with you on those goals, and I love that we get to see you at different parts of your journey because of how our community is structured. That when you were first getting started, we can be there as you're just dipping those toes in and building kind of the foundation, and now we get to be here for, okay, next level, let's take it to wherever your body wants to go next. We've talked now about your journey with cancer. We've talked about kind of all the different things that you've tried throughout your lifetime when it comes to fitness and wellness. And would you say, when it comes to your self-love journey of feeling good in your body, of feeling connected to what wellness means to you, obviously we have the cancer piece, but I don't want to assume, like, what's the biggest challenge that you would say, or a challenge that you would say that you've overcome, that you faced, and what did you find helpful in overcoming that to be where you are today?
I think a big thing is loving my body, right? And that was something that came to me in the last 2 years, I would say, maybe a little bit longer, but definitely when I started with Loyobo, I started to feel more comfortable. And I'll wear a sports bra online. I'll wear, I don't mind jiggling and whatever I'm doing on Zumba, and it doesn't.
I was gonna say, I fully enjoy the view on Zumba, so woo!
Exactly. It doesn't bother me, and I'm just happy. I'm so happy that I can move my body most of the way that I want to. Like, it's just like, I'm going to stretch, I'm going to Zumba, I'm going to step as long as I can, because I know how important it is and I feel good doing it. And one day I might not be able to. So let's do it when I can. A big thing that for me, especially during COVID, was like, I was eating all the time.
Many of us were.
Yeah, exactly. The knowing that I need to like stop eating by 8 o'clock or else my body, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. Like, one thing that in the last, I'd say 6 months, is my sleep has gotten so much better. I can actually sleep through the night without waking up. It's just so nice to wake up in the morning and feel refreshed. And the other big thing that's happened in the last 6 months is I don't need to nap. Like, it's very rare that I'm like tired in the afternoon enough to nap. And that was a huge thing. I was sleeping like so much. Just knowing, like, I try to eat 2 or 3 times a day. I don't eat 6 or 7 times a day. And I just really try to enjoy what I'm eating. That is a big piece of being healthy, and taking my vitamins and moving my body. And yeah, I'm walking more than I ever did.
And that's what Loyobo is all about, is like you're creating your own rules. The more you learn about your body, the more connected you are to the body, the more that you can say, okay, this is what makes my body feel good. This is how, that's the sort of eating, my relationship with food. I love all of that. So if someone is watching this, Judy, and they're hearing what it's like in your experience, feel comfortable wearing a sports bra, to feel comfortable with the wiggle and jiggle, to have that kind of ease. That's the word I'm going to use, that ease with your body, despite kind of all the crap that you and your body have gone through and all the challenges that you've gone through. And they're thinking, that sounds great, but it feels really far away from where I'm at now. And they're really, at that beginning stage where you were, 2 years ago. What is the biggest thing that you would want to say to them that you think that they need to hear?
Just start. Like,
Mm.
just do the 1 month with Loyobo. See if it's the right fit for you. Go, and don't just do it half-assed. Go to classes. Go to a few classes a week. Choose a few different ones. Even if you've never danced before, try Zumba. Even if you don't have the coordination, even the bouncing up and down will be, it will be good. And listening to the music. And I know there's some people that have started that maybe they don't even keep their camera on. And it's okay if you don't have your camera on. Maybe just show up, show your face. Hey, I'm here. Put your camera off if you're not comfortable. And one day you're going to be comfortable, and you're going to be like, okay, I know these people. I feel comfortable with these people, and I can show up, and I am not, I am me. I love, like, it's really hard to learn how to love yourself. And now that I do, it's like, why doesn't everybody? But I know it was such a hard struggle. It was so long for me to do that after my marriage ended. And I felt like crap. People will have different things that make them feel icky and not good in their bodies. I have this thing on side, the affirmations I did with you when journaling, I think, and I am a powerful woman, right? I am strong and resilient, and I'm taking care of my body. And those are like 3 affirmations I've got here on my Post-it, right? Yeah. And it's just like, yes, just take care of your body, because it's the only one you've got. And if you join Loyobo, you are going to, hopefully you do join, you are going to love it. Courtney is so supportive. And so, Christy and Lindsay are great too. And Lindsay just has such a calming, and Christy, you can just tell the experience is so there, like, oh, I can do this in my sleep, right? But it's just such a great place. And just, like I said, just join for a little bit, get to know you, get to know the community, go through the on-demand classes, watch a cooking call, watch some of the other things. You've had so many great speakers on over the last few years. See if it resonates with you. Don't be afraid. It's not a gym. It's not, people are not going to be judging you. There is no judging going on. There is only love and support. And that's what I can say.
That's so powerful, Judy. And I so appreciate everything that you've said. And I know even in my own personal experience, it's so true that the people around you, the communities that you choose, really do make a difference in how you feel. I'm thinking about Emma, Emma in the community. She did naked stretching with me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that's already like almost 2 months ago. And I remember her having kind of a really powerful moment at the end of class that I feel like summarizes it really well, where, she showed up in her her undies, her little unmentionables or whatever. And she had this realization where she was just like, I've never felt comfortable to do this with a group of people before. I've never been comfortable just showing up in my body and knowing and having that trust. As you said, there's no judgment. It's a safe space. And it's hard to describe that to people of how much more it is than just fitness unless you have the opportunity to experience. So I love that message of encouragement of just come and try it, because I know that that first step is often such a hard one to take, and
Yeah.
knowing that we know we're on the other side, we know that it's going to be worth it for them. So that's such a powerful message to share. So my last question today for you is going to be, what is your favorite memory or achievement from your time as a Loyobo member? Or do you got any good stories, funny stories? I want to hear them.
The very first time that I met you guys for the Zumba class in person, that was really powerful for me. So, and I got to meet Christy. Of course, I remember that great day we had, when you were closing up shop, and I got to be there and
Yeah.
see all you guys. And I got to show off my book, and that was really special for me. I like everything. The Zumba classes, the Zumba dances, and the different weights. I don't know. There's just a lot of good. The cooking call, the Valentine's cooking call, when you guys were calling Dale Mrs. Judy or Mrs. Rickey or Mr. Judy. That was so funny. And yeah, and that was fun. And then we did it again this year. I think you had it on Valentine. Those cooking calls are great. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and I
those
think
are
it was,
good
wasn't
memories.
it one of the other members remembered the Mr. Judy?
Yeah.
I couldn't
Yes.
remember that. Someone else was like, Mr. Judy, and I was like, right. So many good memories. Well, thank you so much, Judy, for sharing. And I want to encourage any of you. Judy is a fantastic person to follow on socials. Not only does she share about her own personal journey and everything that relates to, she's an open book, but she's also a fantastic professional organizer, which is the workshop that she ran for us recently. So below this video, I will of course put Judy's information. So please go and check her out. Send her some love. Leave her some love in the comments. And Judy, I'm so incredibly grateful that we had the opportunity to meet that fateful day. You are a powerful, strong, resilient woman, and I'm so happy to call you not just a member but a friend. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for choosing me, I guess. And yeah, whatever I can do to spread the word is definitely what I want to do.